happy mother truckin' Christmas, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, Deadlift-Off
Deadlift-Off 5.
on Thursday.
Peter pulled a PR.
I did, yeah.
PR.
600 pounds,
600
baby.
pounds, and he got on Deadlift Till I'm Dead. He got on the Instagram.
Yeah, I know.
How many
Fucking
views you get?
delighted. That's right, because I was pushing for that. Like,
I seen that.
I sent him. I said,
Yeah,
listen, come on.
I know,
Put it
because
on.
they put up all sorts of stuff, and I was
fuck yeah,
like,
it's
it
like-
was SpongeBob. That's right, people. If you haven't seen it, pulled 600 pounds to SpongeBob fucking SquarePants, because that is how you pepper your Angus.
You said this pepper your Angus to me today. I just didn't get it. Like,
Yeah, it was, the lads, even the guys actually who were lifting here the other day. That was one of the things that we used to say is like get geeked or pepper your Angus. We'd say before someone was going for a big lift, you'd go, "Come on, pepper your Angus."
Didn't you say to me that what were we saying before? I was like, you said, "Are you Arnie or are you Barney?" When you were lifting.
that
I was
was
like, "Are you Arnie or are you Barney?"
that was in my old gym, and there was this guy. I won't name him, but he's a big fucker. He's about 22 stone, but out to here, and he was like,
A bottle.
yeah, he's from inner city Dublin, and as I walked by him, and I was about 19 at the time, and he was saying it to the fellow he was training with, "Come on, are you fucking Ernie or are you Barney?" And I laughed, and he looks at me and he goes, "What the fuck are you laughing at?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir."
I'm sorry, sir.
No, he actually turned out to be a lovely guy, but like, Jesus, I literally thought I was dead. But yeah, are you Ernie or Barney?
Oh, what, 272, no?
Yeah, I hit 272. The biggest lift on the day was 280 by a 91 kilo bloke. Yeah, came over from Asylum Gym.
Asylum, yeah.
It was good turnout though. It was
Yeah,
great.
20,
it was great
20
crack.
lifters.
Yeah.
One female only.
How many? How many under
Two.
two?
Two
How many
females.
under 200?
Oh,
There was
two females. Yeah,
Jolene
it was.
and Jen.
It's 1, 2. Like, don't mind the girl and the
Tick, tick, tick.
Nikita,
Yeah, okay, so
Then you go 1, 2. That's it.
two guys under 200 kilos.
200, so fine. Look,
And I mean, a lot of these guys are novices, you know, really,
those
really
people
novices.
over that-
Like,
Darren, 20 kilo PB.
yeah,
Fuck, what? How long he's training? 2 months in here?
yeah.
2 months was, hold on, no. When we did WPF? September, yeah?
September. Yeah, so less than 3 months anyway.
Less than 3 months, because we started that powerlifting thing, yeah, after
Yeah.
a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But then we were looking at him, because
Yeah.
Thursday we were with Owen. Remember, you were off?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I was with Owen. All we fucking gave him there, main shit.
It was just deadlift.
No, so like fucking core as shit.
Oh, yeah.
Abs are weak as fuck.
Yeah.
He tried to do like ab roll and he fucking straight away folded. So he went on that every day.
Yeah.
Hypers and whatever you gave him after the
Oh,
program.
yeah.
But like in 2 months,
20 kilo.
yeah, he like plus on top of in 2 months he tried about twice.
That is
fuck up
an
on the
authentic
first and
Peter O'Reilly program.
Yeah.
Put 20 kilos on your
Biceps.
deadlift in
2 grand
in 2
in a
months.
minute.
Yeah, you're on it. Yeah,
Look after
20 kilos.
back. You look after.
You're guaranteed 20 kilos. No, that's
Yeah, so he 20. Who else? Derek. 20.
Derek, yeah, 20 kilos over what he expected anyway. And then we also had
pulled 220,
Jonathan
didn't he?
came in, he pulled 215.
Yeah, he said also, I think the best he ever got like was 220. But
Yeah.
that was a couple of years ago. He had the injury and shit like that.
Yeah, and he was down at 83 kilos for that.
Who was that? Jen? She put personal best, no?
Yeah, 130 she came in. And I mean, she's lifting, but in any way doing powerlifting just a very short while. She's come in to train me 3 times, and we've only deadlifted once, tried to work on
Yeah.
See, it's the adrenaline
setup
though.
and
Like,
everything. It really is. Like, that's...
There's how many? There probably was what? 30 people, or like not including the lifters, another maybe 20
Yeah,
people,
I'd
so
say
40
20.
overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that makes a difference. Like when you're going up, you don't.
You
fail.
can either be totally goosed by that, or you rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
You're like, fucking, this is great.
Yeah.
Some people totally freak out. Like,
I
I mean, even that's what I had to turn around to Jen. Like, she had already pulled 130, and she dropped it
yeah.
at the top. And so she was like, right, I'm going to do it again. And I did, except this time I'm going to put the fucking thing down. And when she came over to me at the chalk bowl, I was like, right, you ready? And she was like, I don't think I'm going to get this. I can't get it. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? You already got it. This is stupid. Like, don't be stupid. You already got this.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just feeling really nervous. And it was because there's people here. If she put
Yeah.
herself,
It
she would have
is.
just been like, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And even your young fella, like,
you
yeah.
know, he didn't want to go.
Yeah.
But I said, like, hey, listen.
You,
Word is
you
a
got to
word.
man up. You got to
Oh,
man
yeah,
up.
like, you know, we agreed. We shook on that.
Yeah.
it doesn't work, and fucking my house doesn't work that way. You should go on, that's
But
it.
by the end of it, like,
look, listen,
delighted with himself.
after,
Like,
you know what the conversation was before? Like, so how long will it take, like, if I do, like, all the a few lifts, like, 10, 15 minutes, can I go, and I go home? So, like, it's up to you, like, you want to go home? Yeah, I want to go home. So he does that, so, like, you want to go? Yeah, can I watch the bit? Okay. So, like, I know what's coming now.
Yeah.
So
Stay the
after
whole night.
three lifts, they're gone. So, like, so we want to go home? I think I'm going to hang out. 10:15. I said, okay, we're done now. Can you go home now? You know what I mean? But that's the thing, like,
But he pulled 110.
110, yeah. It's actually, today would be 8 weeks of training.
Yeah.
And what was he pull when he first came in?
Fourth day, 70 by 3. And
But
I
that's
think
like
it's
12-year-old, like.
Yeah. That was, I think, third session was 100 for 1. And last session before this was 100 by 4.
Yeah.
Hooked. He hook ripped that one. So that was, look, at the push, that was 112 and a half, 115. What's the point?
That's the thing. There's no point over them kind of weights. Like, if you...
And
it was the same as you. Like,
so
you
young.
could have...
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
imagine having started that young,
As I said, but we're talking before, like, I first time was deadlifting like 25. What the fuck? First time I didn't show 25
Yeah, you always said it. Like, if you started deadlifting that, even 16, 17, like,
Your
the
love affair
difference.
could have
You know
started
how many guys were saying, like, if he knew how lucky he is, even like Owen Floyd was saying, like, fuck, if I had a chance like that. So, like, look, same me.
Yeah.
If there was
the size you're going to put on between 13 and 18 is going to be like...
59 was first day, yeah? It's 59 and a half with the tracksuit on, yeah?
Yeah.
So at least 59. It's probably below that. On the day we weigh in was 63.
Yeah.
The fuck? In 2 months.
You were saying he
4
was eating
kilos.
everything in the house, though. Like,
After-
your food
And he
bill
wants
is through the roof, like, just paying.
But what we will say is that in case there's any alarm bells going on for people that they're going, what? He's so young and he's lifting in the gym. This is something we will address, and we'll get my brother in here as well. Like, he's a doctor. We're going to talk about this whole idea that, lifting is going to harm your growth as a young person or whatever. I wouldn't mind, but he's already fucking taller than I am. I mean, it's not hard, but, like, he's already taller than me. Like,
push in heels.
Sake. Yeah, in my Spanish heels.
When I say, like, look, give, if you think, like, another half a year.
But he's so active as well. Like, he does jiu-jitsu as well. And
4 times a week.
4 times a week.
See, that's the grip. That's what grip comes on. And look, I said before to Patrick, like, from the Satori, I cannot say, like, I don't know how to actually for real express, like, how thankful I am for them. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When I took them in here, I was more than happy to help out. Like, even like, let's say, what the difference in kids' life that made the jiu-jitsu, everything there. Look, it's you choke out, you being choked out. This is a fucking different story. You get the reality check straight away. If it wasn't by rules, you just died.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If it wasn't a controlled environment, someone would be dead.
If it wasn't a controlled environment, you died once. 5 minutes later, you might die a second time. Yeah, you give a chance. You know what I mean, and that's like a reality. Like, when you realize that, it's a bit humbling fucking situation. You know what I mean, but the way they did, the way they grew, like, I can actually tell you exactly numbers what happened, because we took him. I agreed to get him in here. I think it was August. 4 Saturday session was 4 kids. Yeah, because not everybody could be able to move in August. No holidays and stuff like that. Because in school they were before. The bill went up like fucking crazy, and for nothing, for whatever, one night or something like that. I had this question, up to now I had that question, like, why in the fuck in Ireland, like, it's once or twice a week training?
Yeah.
I was bringing before to swimming, that was once a week. So you missed one session, then it's
Then you
2
two,
weeks gap.
it's 2 weeks gap.
And
like,
you're learning again.
but that's
from
when I was
nothing.
a kid as well. Like,
You know what I
you
mean?
just go swimming once, like,
So-
or you do one.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So my question
Judo
was...
Saturday.
Yeah,
like-
one day. Like, what's that?
And every week you came in, you were just getting thrown around. You're like,
Nothing.
I actually don't
But half,
remember
I'd say half
anything.
the first,
but
like, so the
that's-
next week, like, you're going over what you did last week. So half of it, so you're already missing half a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So my general question was, like, to him, because for me, first time I got this thing was in rugby, yeah? Twice training, I was like, what's going on? Like, why? And nobody can come over more? Like, and they're looking like, what? I didn't know, like, it's Tuesday, Thursday, that's like, God
Is
giving shit.
this when you came to Ireland?
Like, here, like, I can't understand what's going on. Like, so, how long you training? So, like, a while, like, you know what I mean? And this, like, before we had that skiwi coach, and he was kind of like, asked me all these fucking things, and I said, like, listen, like, how many times training in New Zealand? Because, like, I don't understand, like, why it's twice. And he goes, like, how many times a week you train back home? Every fucking day. So only Sunday is off if it's no competition, because we have the way it went on then. Sometimes Sunday will be, for teenagers, will be competition anyway. So that was times when you play for a few different groups, like, under 14s, under 16s, under 18s.
Yeah.
Happened before, yeah? But the point is, like, more times you repeat, you learn way better, yeah? So they started, like, Satori started adding classes. So then it went Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, yeah?
Yeah.
So at the beginning was first time was Saturday was 4 kids, and next week, and actually 4, I brought 2 and a neighbor. So I have 3.
So it's just one other kid.
One
Walking
from
down the street,
before.
grab a child.
So,
come with me.
yeah, and then, like, word spread around. Next Saturday was 8, and week after was 16, and week after 23. So in 4 weeks period, from 4 to 23, most of them were old ones, but new ones were coming out.
Yeah.
And then went on. Now what's going on there is, like, Jesus, that's like huge center there what they
I
have
haven't
now.
even been over there yet.
Oh, it's
it's
massive. Like,
fucking
but
But I've
it's
seen
out the
pictures
door
of
all
it.
the time.
I've
and
seen
people
pictures
still
of
come
it.
in here.
It must be what? Oh, it's over 5,000 square foot anyway.
100%. Yeah. And
Huge,
like it's
But people still coming in here. I want to sign my kid up for the jiu-jitsu, and I'm like, well, they're not here anymore. They used to be upstairs, but they're
because they see, like, I think it's the way Google throws out whatever bullshit comes up. But like, if you think from that end, like, how much more training gives, like, let's say kid at home has, like, from 1 year, like, I don't know, like 6 or fucking 8 or 10 medals there. In a year, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, just simply because of training that many times. Because my logic was simple. So, like, first of all, 2 trainings against 4, meaning, like, you're getting twice more work done.
Yeah.
But that's, like, if you go just pure numbers. But if you think more repeating in a week, you're getting way more, not just double up, like, because 2 to 4, but you're actually getting probably the same as you did, like, six time kind of way, because it's very, very close.
When you have even repeat information that close together, you pick it up a hell of a lot faster.
Yeah.
So it is.
You can
go to the gym one day a week.
Same, like, if you do, exactly.
Well, there is people that do. There is people that do.
Like that's like, if you think, like, why they saying, like, if you should deadlift more at the beginning, or squat every fucking day, can do that, no problem when you're beginner.
Because you're not at the top of your physical, I suppose, boundaries. You're not at your peak. Whereas that with the guys who are at the elite level, they're pushing.
There's also the weight they're shifting as well.
Yeah,
like if you're shifting a serious amount of weight, you gotta.
And like their bodies just, they have exactly the same bones and tendons. Like they're fucking massive and they're strong as hell, but exactly the same bones, exactly the same tendons. They need that recovery because they're pushing themselves beyond what is capable of a lot of people.
Well, like, it's of course there's difference when you have, like, can deadlift like 100, 152, 253 and above the recovery time and all that stuff, like, but, like, even if you fucking, we spoke before about programming and stuff like that, if you think, like, it's how actually is important that stuff is, as beginners, fucking very, you need the structure, you need to fucking be, discipline has to be there. Not to come over and it's bench every fucking man they bench. What the fuck? It's not.
Yeah, not realizing that the sleep, the recovery is there too.
Yeah. Well,
but
look,
it's about striking a good balance. That's the thing. That's the lads who all put on all the weight on their deadlift. It was like, we throw, like, programs out, but, like, they're not. It's not like.
It's not powerlifting program as per se. As it is.
Like, and it's not. It's only, like, an advisory thing. Like, if you want one, you okay. Well, this is advice for you. Yeah. Try it out. If you like it, you don't. Then fucking throw it to the side. No one cares. Like,
You're not going to offend me if you don't use
it.
Exactly. If I come in and see you.
This is what I done. It might work for you. It might not. But the one thing is that they just increase the amount of time under the bar.
Yeah.
Or over the bar.
Yeah.
And that at any level is going to help. It's
but, like,
just experience.
See, the key thing is there when the supervision there.
Yeah.
And you say, stop fucking doing this shit. Like, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fucked up.
Stop doing it.
Yeah.
Roll down the weight. We know one dude who's fucking always putting more fucking than he's supposed to do, and he bitched out from Deadlift-5. He won't say the name because he's gonna cry. I'm gonna leave the country. But anyway, so saying, like, from kind of that angle, when it's controlled and minor, and you can say and change things, they'll get way faster, like when they're supposed to be. Like, look, today's situation. Michelle came over with Paul, deadlifting day. Was a while he didn't do. She wanted 100 kilo, put it on. Won't move, like, at all. Didn't go on even that, as we spoke before,
Yeah.
I was saying to Paul, I said, like, happened before to me, it was the black place.
Yeah,
Same story,
stuff,
So, like, rolled and all this stuff, So, I'm telling them, I said, listen, take those 25 eco plates off. So, like, because I asked what she did before. It was 90 by 3 or 3 by 3.
Yeah,
I was like, hold on.
And you can't pull 100.
Like, doesn't make any sense. So, like, what plates did you do before? Oh, blah, 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 blah. So, like, we're taking them off, Put bumpers on. So, like, forced, like, no, as I said, like, actually replied a post saying, like, there are some days when form don't really matter, You need to fucking pull that weight, get over that fucking weight, you know? Yeah. I was 100, and today's a perfect day. Christmas Eve, in here, on Jim's birthday, you fucking do a PB. I'm happy as fuck, No,
plenty of chocolate.
So we did 95, I think, first, and then 100. Changed slightly, just a bit, the form, even though it was more like, as I said, like, try to explain, it's more like, if you do, like, snatch grip for Olympic grip, just that, as like Russians call, like, saying, they're taking the bar off the floor, movement, hips very high, it's nearly parallel to the floor. It's bad if you want to progress, but for today, to make the lift, who gives a fuck, you know what I mean? Plus, no straps being used, no belt wasn't used.
Yeah, and the thing is, she walked out of here with such a smile on her face. The thing about Michelle and Paul is they are in here every
single day
morning.
It's like
coming in 6 o'clock, 6:30, and they are always chipper as hell, and they cannot
and then
wait.
There's you at the desk, kind of like.
There's me at the desk trying to stay awake. Fucking.
I even, like, as a Paul said, like, it's like, look, it's not just gym, it's an institution.
Yeah,
and it is something there, like, like
it means a lot to them.
As they put on yesterday about the other guy there about fucking training, he dropped so much weight, and I only realized yesterday when I fucking he asked me to check the form again, fucked up on the weight, every single time he does that, Well, that's fucking funny, but. I said, like, so what you do, like, and he started telling me, like, oh, I did 110, like, by whatever reps, and I was like, okay, so how many sets? No, just done now, the one I watched. So, like, hold on, that's not 110, it's 130. It's 20 kilos more than you fucking think. His eyes fucking popped up. What? I said, like, look, you didn't count the bar. I mean, so I was all fucking happy. But the thing was, let's say, he went just on the setup, went to take the bar, and while he was just getting the grip on, there was a small pool from his sweat. That's how much he was sweating from his training.
Yeah.
So when the first day, a few months ago, when I was pissed off of that program with fucking kettlebells, remember I told you?
Yeah, we were talking about the last day.
Yeah, the fuck. And also, I gave force training we changed. I gave, like, really kind of pushed him.
Yeah.
Deadlifts, like, they're not supposed to be done that way if you want to get some strength and gain weight or whatever. But the point was he wanted to drop the weight,
Yeah.
So gap was so short. He was, like, fucking a bit, like, getting pale and all. So I let him go a bit, like, get the fresh air, come back and do. But tone was set from first day. So the even prowler push and pull was so strict and so, like that. So he was sweating like crazy. Yesterday, he done that thing on, like, the set, and I was like, hold on, what the fuck, where's the belly? He had, like, literally, like, inflated, like, fake thing on, like, maybe 5-6 month pregnancy shit going on, which doesn't belong to him. And that's exactly what I said. I said, dude, you have that thing on. It did not belong to you. The way you're all shaped is not.
Just the proportion wasn't. It didn't.
Yeah, it's just not suiting.
And I was like skinny fat, like that.
It's funny.
You know what I mean? Like, he's 40 years old, like, really nice guy and all, like, and I was saying these things, and I was like, the way I was explaining, I kind of, like, still I was looking there in reception, and then I caught him, when, like, I'm, turned there and I talking, and I look at him, I'm like, fucking
delighted, like
the delighted, but the fucking tears in the eyes, like, a running tears, like, what the fuck what did I say? And I see so happy. From result he got, and, like, for me, like, I want to see, like, we agreed, like, next week to gonna check body fat to see what's going on, because after force check I was 2 kilos up and 5% down, something like that, which is like, if you only check the weight, you probably say, fuck this training, like, I'm gaining weight.
Yeah,
you know, he gave me some shit, you know what I mean? But the way it went, like, you know, so look, next week let's check that, you know? So we agree on this, you know what I mean? And I want to see what will happen in next 6 months. Because I, you know, can see like a bit fat under, but it's not inflated thing.
Yeah.
But main thing he does is deadlifts. You know what I mean? He talking like probably about 7 sets. You know what I mean? Before our game, I said like do like 4 or 5 working sets. I would say like, because it's fucking ghost. Because it's, you know, it's not strength is there, like it's not 200 kind of kilo shit.
Yeah.
So it's like if you do like 50, 70, and 90, don't count them. These don't matter. That's warm up. Count next. Yeah. 100, 110.
But he's still getting he's still getting 7 sets in. Like
brother. But at least 5 without them. Yeah. You know what I mean? So he's getting those things done, and I said like, you know, that's why I'm saying like deadlifts are the best exercise, way superior than the squats. Yeah. And that's why we're doing Deadlift-Off. Because that's the fucking real fucking shit to test. Look, you can cheat fucking bench, you can cheat fucking squat. How many cheaters in Ireland on the squat?
Yeah.
90%? Bitches? You know what it is. Like, oh, fucking, how many high squats? Like, you know, we won't go through federation, we won't go through fucking guys. Who gives a shit, you know? If you're happy with your squat, let it be, have it, yo, whatever, how many times world champion and whatever federation you are, we don't care.
Yeah.
The reality is very simple. Deadlift, you know, unless you're doing sumo. Same shit anyway, yeah? But I say, like, you know, that's why we do this. Like, we don't do, like, overhead press fucking championship, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
You should do overhead press championship.
Oh, we could, but.
There would be a lot less of weight shifted anyway.
Yeah, like, you get Owen in and see it. Nobody comes. Look what happened before. We put it on. One, my mate from Northern Ireland puts down that he gonna come to do single lift competition. Everybody gone. Yeah. Like, I got told, a few guys told me their friends wouldn't go. See, they actually said that's the reason why they're not coming over. He's coming over.
Because they know that someone else is going.
Well, look, his squad is.
We talked about this before as well, though.
I mean,
if somebody's coming over and you're not gonna.
But
like,
that's the thing.
Like, that's what the whole idea of the Deadlift-Off is.
What we talking before Deadlift-Off, you know, you knew, I knew. Like, we're not pulling any good numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, a few fucking, like, couple of weeks ago, I got sick. Mike got sick. Mike was sick like fucking for about 2 weeks.
Mike came in one day and he was green. Like, he was literally green.
I was like, he came one day, so like he couldn't handle 15 minutes or 20 minutes of fucking training because just not well, you know what I mean? But turn up for the thing, great lifting on the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all about, like, it's not too serious, like, you know, but still, it's decent numbers when I move, like, you know, without any proper fucking prep, if you like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm happy for, like, you know, especially like for Darren and Derek and Jay, they pull good numbers, like, just even like, look, they're not all like strict on what they've been, like, you know, advised to do, which we better, you know, what they will get better. But this only shows, and I think, like, 100% sure now they know. They saw improvement, what they make in so short period of time.
Yeah,
I think you know, they understand that if they were more strict and
if the focus comes in a little bit more, they actually think, what do I want from my training? A lot of people come in, they want to be healthy, which is a great thing. Everyone wants to be healthy. That's fantastic. But if you then want to zone in a little bit more and more and more, like, you don't see marathon runners are going to be worried about their max squat. You know, they're concerned about running, you know, that kind of way, and they're very focused on it. Like, whereas a lot of general lifters just don't know what they want.
On the running, that was a good thing I heard, like, you know, it's come back a while, like, and now it's like kind of reconfirmed. The cardio, you know, if you want to drop weight, that's one of the dumbest shit to do, Like, you know, like before saying, like, oh, your abs being made in the kitchen. Fuck your kitchen, like, you know, clean the food first, Clean up. Yeah. Of course, you cannot eat fucking all the time pizzas if your training is shit.
What? What's this? Hang on. You can't eat
the pizza. You eat cheesecake. I saw you in Tesco with a trolley full of cheesecake.
That was good. What's going on here?
I needed my calories.
But, you know, like, if you just do dumbass cardio for a prolonged time, you're giving this fucked up message to your body, telling them reduce muscle, because you can't sustain that much muscle and bring the oxygen in, So you're telling your body, breaking down muscle, so you'll be easier to run. In any sense you want to make. Like, if you powerlifter or bodybuilder, like so many bodybuilders still doing the same fucking thing, and I was like, why are you fucking killing yourself like that? Like 50 grams of carbs, and you're like about 90, 100 kilo, like, what's wrong with you? Like, can you just go back from that, come out from the Stone Age, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, as I said before, like, fucking is Julius, 600 gram of carbs per day at 100 kilo when the cut was done. And he was
still lean,
he was leaning out every week. It was getting better, better, and better. Like, I think second last week, he was still about 500 on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What? And they going like 150 to 50 gram of carbs. Like, what you doing? That's for girls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But even
like,
Stan, his most recent, the seminar that he did over in Super Training, and he was talking about this whole thing of cutting out carbs and everything like that. And he's like, what?
Why are you doing that?
You're miserable. You're flat.
Yeah.
And you're just like, your body's just like, fuck this. He's like, you can be totally healthy and totally shredded.
Yeah.
I mean, look at him. He's 50 years
Yeah,
old.
he's,
You know what I mean?
like,
That's the thing, like, you know, like, it's people like, I don't know, like, what the fuck is wrong with them? Like, why are they not? It's just like, for fuck's sake, just check the facts. You know what I mean? It's not really new info per se, but it's still like, you know, like just a bit like fucking get out, like fucking Michelle, like, you know what I mean? Even like the funny thing about refined fucking sugars was the thing Rhonda Patrick said, like if you eat like, can't remember exactly what's there, like, you know, was good amount of refined sugars per day, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 150 gram of that. You reduce your testosterone production by 25%. I was like, what the fuck? So fourth shock was like,
cheesecake.
What the fuck? My Nutella bar, what's going on? Like the jar I have there for 1 kilo just bought it. So what do you mean? I cannot eat now on one go? Damn it!
fucking have to use a teaspoon.
Fucking assholes.
The other thing we were talking about was carbs. You know, Stan was talking about it as well, the importance of them after training as opposed to protein that everyone
like
wants to
we
take.
said, like we were laughing last time about that window opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a joke for protein, but it's a real deal for, you know, for carbs. But the thing was, like, before I remember, like, oh man, years ago, I think about 18 or some shit, like, you know, with my mate, we were bringing the jar of smashed in fucking rice, and I had like always I have a bit handful of raisins and banana in that, but like, you know, like a liter and a half jar. So after training in change room, we just eat that cold shit, but just eat that, you know what I mean? But see, the problem for me was I did about, I think 4 o'clock, from 4 to 5 we were in the gym. Like, it's not, you know, proper training, but still you're doing something there. Yeah. And then at 7 I'll be going to rugby. I have to eat straight away after because no time. To walk back to home was about an hour. Yeah. You know what I mean? Now, like, not rushing, just like kind of, like, you know, slowly walking there, but still, like, you know what I mean? But that was like more like recovery, you know, like you got the carbs in, then you just walk, like, you know, everything just chills out. You know what I mean? I come back home, eat a bit, lie down, go to rugby, and repeat next day. You know what I mean? Was fine then, like, you know, I couldn't do fucking now, like, no fucking way. But as you're saying, like, you know, with the carbs, like, before I said a few times, like, you know, like, especially the guys who want to lose the fat, you know, the fat. So, like, eat around training. All the carbs are only around training, before, during, and after. You know what I mean?
The rest of the day.
Yeah. Like,
none.
Why you need carbs?
None, cut them down.
In the morning, let's say you hit, like, you know, fats with the coffee or tea. Then you have your eggs with avocados and some fucking veggies and oil. Again, you have, like, your, you know, what kind of carbs in the fucking tomatoes and fucking fucking nothing there. Anyway, you know, I mean, it's fine. You can eat that, no fucking problem. You know, like, and actually, other thing is, like, you know, especially with the vegetarians and a bit of vegans, like, they over the top, like, making that kind of all the food they eat so over the top important. They're not that really important. They're like special problem, like, and especially the problem is when you try to combine them. You know what I mean? As they actually Stan was saying, all the gassy foods, like, all the
bloat and all that kind
like,
of stuff.
You know,
in fact,
broccolis and fucking how you call it?
Onions and stuff.
Onions also, like, everything but has like this kind of structure.
Yeah,
you know, like,
the multiple skin or whatever, like that kind
the
of
layers, or like then it's like just fucking loading out, you know. But like as the carbs, like, let's say if you do that like before, during, and after, let's say last meal before training, you get like, you know, good amount of rice, let's say, even like throw that banana or whatever, it's not no harm, like it's a bit. Actually, I think Stan was saying like too much of banana is not fucking that good. You know? Too much.
I'm
like,
fucked, so. I eat like fucking 10 a day.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd eat 5 or 6 a day easy. Like, they're just so handy though for.
Yeah.
But just like small, like.
Just whatever I get in Tesco, like they're always not ripe in Tesco though. they're meant to be bad for you, unripe and like.
Yeah.
Well, they say you're meant to eat them closer to being brown.
Yeah, no, that is it.
The sugars and all that are more efficient in them.
Yeah.
And everything in it is more efficient. But the thing is, when you open it up and you see it all mushy, you're like, "Whew, okay."
Not even smoothies there to throw the fuck in, you know.
Well, that's it. You're better off using browning bananas.
So we're going to talk about it Christmas Eve, doing podcasts on Christmas Eve.
Oh yeah,
drinking pints.
What kind of people are we? Well, we're open tomorrow as well, 9 till 8.
Yeah.
We're going to have people. They come from all over the country to come train.
I would, yeah, because like I fucking got like a lot of fucking text and calls.
You open.
Yeah.
Like,
even though like for me, was one funny thing I always find like somebody like text on the Facebook, sends the message. So you went on the page. Very top post has an opening hours on
For Christmas.
the date.
Yeah, and then
We are open these hours.
Comes in saying, "Are you open for that day?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't have a
They
problem."
must want to confirm or something. Like it must be.
Probably,
They're
yeah,
like, hang on, this is a
this
joke.
is-
This is for November.
I just laugh, but for me it's funny. I have like nothing against that, just funny for me, like but I think most of guys, as you're saying, like they won't need confirmation because they don't believe that.
Yeah.
Especially if they want to make a journey.
Yeah,
That kind of thing, yeah.
But
Well,
it's like
looked like fucking Nadia texted me today saying like, "Are you mad at working on Christmas Day?" I said like, "What's wrong with Christmas Day? We lived on Christmas Day." Where are you at?
My brother he's working 8 until 9 tomorrow in Vincent's Hospital. Because people still get sick on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
I know,
what I'm saying.
don't get me wrong, I fucking love Christmas. And Santa might be here tomorrow,
No.
deadlifting.
maybe. But
Deadlift
but
off
it is,
6.
it kind of, I suppose when you get older, it's that kind of the first bit of magic about it. You do realize, okay, life does keep going on. It doesn't stop
Yeah.
for the day.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
and it's fantastic that people get the time off and go spend with family. Like if they work away from their families and all that kind of stuff, it's great. But like in hospitals, any place like that, people driving their cars, there's going to be people working in petrol stations,
It's
all this kind of stuff. So to be like, you're going to be working the gym on Christmas
Or
Day.
even
It's a job.
even people
it's work.
say like you're going to the gym on Christmas
Yeah,
Day.
you're
It's
going
just
to the gym on Christmas Day.
Yeah, I'm going to the
Well,
gym.
yeah, because if you experience the fucking pump you get after training hard on Christmas, and you go eat that turkey, you go eat that dinner with fucking piled high of
just
turkey,
gonna-
ham, potatoes, and
that's
everything
the,
like that.
like, 1 inch on your arm.
there,
Straight away.
like I mean, legs.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
That was fuel. I think
tasty
like,
fuel.
I think it was about 2 years ago. Like one guy came twice, both days, Christmas Day and St. Stephen's Day. Came twice in the morning and the evening. So like I ate so much that like I need to fucking blow the shit out. And I remember one day, I can't remember his name. He came, I think, second year because we opened the Christmas Eve. Yeah, so that time was gone like a year later.
Yeah.
Came over and he couldn't believe we opened. And I talked something there about random shit and it's like normally I said like I have like too much drinking and all. So I said like fuck it, come over to train, I'll see what happens. Like I don't want to put too much on myself, pressure there. Okay, so I was like one of those. So he came over on the day. So I was kind of convinced that he gonna go like heavy in the evening. Came next day in the morning because I was opening in the Stephen's Day. Comes over start talking there. So like, so I didn't drink. So no, actually I don't even want to.
Yeah.
I feel like it's maybe a bad way to say, but it's like I above of this bullshit. Everybody going mad drinking.
Yeah.
Like my mates they still passed out. And I mean, couldn't make a sentence. So like I'll fucking train here. I feel fucking all happy and all that.
Well, that's it. You're gonna feel 10 times better. Like how the fuck?
Oh yeah.
100%.
I mean,
Maybe people that don't lift don't know how good it feels.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like when you don't live, you don't know what the fuck you're missing because it's
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
like there's so many people who work their jobs and they just work like dogs, and then they get a couple of days off and they're like, they don't even know what to do with themselves. So it's like, do you know what? The best thing to do is socialise here. And where do people socialise? This is pubs and
Well,
all that
see,
kind of stuff. And you're not going to go to the pub and be like, cordial, please. It's not going to be. Not everyone's going to be there. You know,
water.
having that
Just
stuff.
the carbs, getting the carbs in. Just straight my waddy. Just
H2O.
Well, that's the thing. Like if it's fucking say that's the other part. Let's say even like today, where was the Paul and Michelle. Like we spend there like about half an hour talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Jerry before was talking there. Just Dara just left. Actually, like, put up kettlebells by the weight in one row, like, nicely, neatly done. I mean, that's the thing. Let's say, like, there's some members there. I didn't like suggesting anything. I never asked.
Oh yeah.
Let's say like was like Dara always gives a hand, like without even asking, just like
Yeah.
all the time. You know what I mean? But like as I say, like you get that 15, 20 minutes or an hour happens, like we happened before, like a couple hours there, we talking shit there or whatever, But that's like our socializing. Part of the teams will be weights, other teams, let's not say, But I'm saying like you get that. If you go to the to pub is one thing, but you go like somewhere like loud fucking music, you can't even hear shit when you're talking, just shouting and screaming. You can't even like really talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In here it's fine, like just drop a bit of music and we talk, And it's that you get that part of like socializing part. You know what I mean? Even though we're still maybe talking more about training and whatever healthy lifestyle and stuff like that.
Actually, this is something I want to put out on the airwaves.
Dude,
if I find out who the fuck comes in here eating chewing gum and spits it on the floor, I swear to Christ, I will dismember you. My God, I cannot understand that. First of all, now I've tried chewing gum in the gym to be like, oh yeah, I'll concentrate and something to chew. I won't grit my teeth or anything like that. It's distracting. You're actually like,
you know what? So like can give good advice.
On the floor. What the fuck?
I think it's the best way to use chewing gum when you bench it. The one who is using it, just bench, not in here, different place you go. When you're benching, you chew that fucking thing and go very heavy. What will happen, like you're probably going to choke on that shit and do a favor to everybody.
Yeah.
But that, it's true. Like, look, I know what you're saying. Like, some stuff is just like weird. But you know what? I have to say, many times when I see, let's say, especially on the leg press, a Lico plate, or on some machines, a Lico plate, I know the new members came in. I'm actually makes me happy. Because other ones being already trained.
Oh, I've seen you the other day training someone. There was a Lico plates on the machine, and
last time you
were on a bad day anyway.
Last time same with the old rack pulls and people.
Last time I ran in actually on the dip machine, pulled nearly like half of this fucking set. He was like looking at me like that, but I said like, dude, do not fucking touch them. So like these for powerlifting, calibrated powerlifting fucking plates. You don't eat on that machine, especially when that machine is like one frame.
It's one frame, no matter what you put on.
He wants exactly a 50 kilo dip.
But no, look, the funny bit was, it's actually on that machine, on the dip machine, you have this decline bench, as it is now. There was, I think, 3 or 4 big 20, 25 kilo plates, as it is exactly now, We walked over to here, from there to take Lico plates and put it on.
Oh yeah, as opposed
and I was saying like, dude, doesn't make any sense. Like you just like 1 meter.
It sees the shiny plates though.
Just do this. I mean,
just nice red ones.
Keep doing this.
They're nice. Yeah.
What the anyway, look, it happens like I don't know, like just maybe.
Well, it's misinformation as well. Like they don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. But see, like if you think like I say, like most of the time when you see that, it's probably new guys came in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's happy days.
Yeah. So guys, don't use the illegal plates unless you're doing a bit of powerlifting. No, sorry, not powerlifting. If you're doing compound lifts, that's okay. Not everybody doing a compound lift.
No. Overhead. That happened before. Somebody put it on for fucking snatch the fuck out with the Lico plate.
Do you not remember when someone came into snatch and they were using the deadlift bar?
Fucking upset me.
Like,
where's my drink?
Like he already drank.
They were trying to do. They were doing clean and jerks with the fucking deadlift.
I think it's just flopping around like a spaghetti. Like just
there was actually. I was impressed by a bloke who came in today. So he's based abroad, but he's back just for a week. He came in to train. He's like, I was here about a year ago. Same thing. Came back at Christmas. So he's like, it looks a bit different now, and I was like, yeah, it's like we've moved things around. He's like, oh, very good. So he went over and he was doing overhead stuff, like kind of snatch grip, throwing stuff above his head. I was impressed mostly about his mobility because it came down. He was using an Ohio bar, so like there's no knurling in the middle. Yeah. It came down, hit his t-shirt, and fell off his back. Yeah. So like it came down, boom, off his back.
Oh yeah.
Fuck. And his arms went down like this, and I was like, oh fuck. And I'm looking over from the desk, and I like was about to walk out and see him. And he was kind of like, turns around, cleans the bar, puts it back up in the thing, and I was like, okay, he's all right. He actually has good mobility. If that was me, both arms would be on the floor bleeding out, you know, that kind of way. But it was just kind of, that shit happens like that all the time in the gym, but it depends on who the person it's happening to is whether or not the damage is going to be done. Like, I mean, I found myself nearly killing myself a few times in the gym, but luckily adrenaline and all that took over, and it was like, yeah, okay, get out from underneath or whatever. There's a few people who don't know that.
Yeah, but that's like the thing is, let's say,
and then they die.
And like, let's say, like, especially with the new ones and younger ones, like, you know, they should just come over and ask stuff, like, you know, like, if watching on YouTube is not enough, like, I mean, like, even like bench, like, fucking today, like, you know, to adjust the brackets, like, fuck, you know. But it happens. I understand. Like, look, I rather he doing this, yeah. I rather him coming over and asking.
Oh yeah, and
even like as stupid this question mean, like on the competition bench, how to fucking put them down.
Yeah,
like,
but it's just
safety pins. How'd you put them down?
But
down.
Better him coming over and asking
exactly,
than doing stupid stuff. You know what I mean? I always appreciate those, like, you know, guys who do that. I like never have, like, you know, too busy to do that. You know, to help out. That's not a big deal. You know what I mean? But still, like, you know, safety fucking force. You know what I mean? You don't try to be a hero. Oh, yeah. Like, other thing, actually, back to the deadlift-off, yeah? I remember just one fucking thing. I can't remember who said it, but I'm pretty sure, I think could be Stan, said, like, I think Stan maybe, or maybe Matt Wenning said, like, it's like difference between American and Russian powerlifters. Probably American meaning, like, you know, he talks about most of Western world.
Western world, I'd say so, yeah.
So, like, Americans prepping for next comp.
Yeah.
Russians prepping for next 10 years of comp. You know what I mean? So they never max out for real in the competition. They have targets set for that competition. That's what they're going to do. And nothing above that. They don't give a shit. Yeah. The point is, like, they want to stay clean out the injuries, yeah? That's the main thing. You know what I mean? That's
They're looking at long-term
longevity.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And somebody said before, like, kind of trying to bit kind of shit on the Chico programs and stuff like that, and saying, like, how many of guys, like, actually still, you know, competing, who doing all the time that program. And I was like looking there, like, dude, first of all, Chico designed the programs for Russians, first of all. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's how it is. That's a first.
Yeah.
Anything you take probably should dilute slightly that program, you know, and do a different way. That's why you only get like 2.5 fucking kilo jump in half a year on deadlift or some shit. Russians don't do that. They'll get fucking 20 kilo. No, like Sarichev fucking got on squat 50 fucking kilo jump in one cycle of preparation.
Exactly. They're not going to reveal the secrets.
No, you know what he did? The main shit. I know, like, that's what he said, yeah? Hyperextensions every fucking single day. He did fucking chest, bench press, yeah? In there. Done squats, in there. Done deadlifts, in there. Every fucking day, whatever it does. Whatever fucking training goes, that's how it's finished all the time. And he been saying that for the last few years. But last time, when he put on, like, was doing with the weight and all the shit, he got 50 kilo jump on the squat. That's what we're gonna do. And actually, like, you know, back on the again deadlift-off of our fucked up results, yeah. I mean, for somebody, I got fucking shit day, not the fucking good lifting anyway. But I'm saying, like, you know, again, like, was exposed weaknesses, you know what I mean, which wasn't really in training them, you know, like fucking.
But you were kind of focused as well on.
Yeah, a bit too much, I say. There was
a lot going on as well when you're trying to organise everything.
Like, actually, like,
trying to get that going as well, and you were worried about Nikita, you know, trying to get him in the zone.
It is, yeah, but, like, you know,
you're worrying about everybody else.
It's great, like, you know, you both were there, like, you know, other guys were jumped in, like, and Steve and Eugene, and, like, you know,
you always have people that will do just. Like, they'll be training, but you throw the dude, you do loading.
And they do it like that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Steve came over to watch. Eugene was training. I just asked, like, you know, how long he's staying. Like, I had no problem. I was like, I asked a few times, like, are you really okay? Like, you know, he just was happy to help. And I mean, don't, like, fuck, you know, that's why I like some guys that step in, no fucking big deal.
It was like 2 hours of constant loading as well. It wasn't even a break.
It was just constant.
Next. So that helped out.
Like, you know,
like, no, wrong. That's the thing. Well, like, look, the way he was saying, like, you know, so like it was a bit distraction, and like I only, when you sent me the videos, when I saw like the way I was pulling, I said, what the fuck is that the same deadlift off? Because it was like 220, 240 was fast enough. I thought that was the slowest shit ever.
It's always the way though. You're
It's
like,
like,
hold the bar and you're like,
no, like,
oh my God, that
see,
took
like,
a fortnight.
I think, like, first of all, like, you know, hips were messed up a bit. Like, you know, I was pulling everything, was very high hips, which I didn't do for a while. I don't know what happened at the end of the day, why it was that high or whatever, fuck, I don't know. But I know, like, could be only my hamstrings were too tight anyway. Plus, I didn't train them enough to get any help.
Benefit,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't do any core, which, again, funny thing, still got 240. 250 only, I saw, like, fucking what happened. Like, we spoken after an hour. I didn't know what happened. I can't remember, did I lock it or not? When I dropped the bar, I was convinced I hit, when I was locking, I hit with my thighs out of my hands. When I looked at the video, it's like, oh no, this looked like I pulled, and then it's, fuck it. I don't know what, I
give up. I give up.
I don't know what happened, like, you know, just don't know. But, again, other thing, if you want to deadlift with deadlift bar, you have to train with deadlift bar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can do, like, far off competition, maybe makes sense to do stiff bar. When it goes closer, you better use it.
Just looking at the weights there, there's not many, like, everyone's, like, a lot of people are, like, there's no one really heavy, like, body weight.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's all 100s, kind of, and then there's a few 80s.
Person was one
Out there, like 122.
But that's it, like, everyone else is around the 100s.
Like, who was that? Your buddy, Mark.
Mark, yeah.
That was... He confirmed the weight. I was like, fuck off, it's no weight.
Yeah.
I told like
he looks like 115 kilo, 110 kilo.
What
Huge,
we're
like, we were like,
Jesus. It's like, how the fuck? I said, like, maybe just missed the number.
Like 50 kilos just in his traps. That's what I say. Like, it's scars. He's like standing there, and then it's just like that, and it's his traps.
That was mad. Like, I couldn't believe the weight. Like, it's definitely looked like 115. Well, and I was good.
What was also
like,
startling was he pulled 260 the first time. It came out of his hands. He's pulling hook grip. Went up so easy. Then he jumped to 280. Went for 280 twice, and both times his grip went on him. So we're in the car. I was dropping him back into town, and we're just having a chat. And I was like, it went up so fucking easy. Like, that guy's gonna have 300, no bother before too long. And I said, how long are you doing hook grip? And he was like, 2 weeks. I was like, what? You're kidding. And he was like, yeah, bye, 2 weeks. I said, because he's from Ennis County, like, he's just, but judo. Yeah. Judo, like,
that's the thing.
You know,
the grip
but
is there.
Yeah, he was, he's always been a strong fucker, like, but that's it's the Wexford blood in him, you know. But everyone seemed to really enjoy themselves. The lads who came over really, really happy with it, just because it was the crack.
It wasn't like, too serious. It wasn't serious. No one's out trying to outdo anyone at all. Everyone was just like
challenge yourself. That was the best thing about it, is that everybody realised, hang on, I'm going for my personal best.
I don't care about anyone else.
Yeah. I was like, it's great that you're lifting for your personal best too. And that's what egged people on. It wasn't to egg people on going, fuck, that guy's lifting that there now. So obviously there's a little bit of that going on, but like, it wasn't the focus.
No.
You know, so that's why it was great. Came into Christmas in good style.
Yeah. Like, you know, that's the same. Like, it's like, few guys like really jumped like a lot, and like, you know, personal best. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, when you're just starting, all these jumps are like kind of given. But after a while of training, it's, you know, normally don't getting like big jumps. Yeah. Actually, like, fuck no, I've taken that back. Remember that time when I was doing like fucking 3 times a week deadlifts?
Yeah.
That was from 252.5 to 270 in 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So like, look at the data and like saying like 20 kilos jumps or something like that. But like, you know, the difference there, like, you know, what he had, 170, 175, 170, something like that, 70 up to 190. I went like fucking a bit heavier there, but that's the thing, like, again, like, programming.
But the thing I said to him, like, the kind of, we'll call it the advice workout, was a 3-day split, right? And he was like, I trained 5 days a week. And I was like, okay, there's 3 days. You can repeat.
Yeah, exactly.
2 of them. You know, so you choose however you feel in a week, repeat 2 of them. You're going to get enough work done if you came in and just did the 3. But, the more time you spend working out, more time under the bar, you know, you'll get better. So then he came into me today and he was doing deadlifts and came over and he's like, oh, well, I've actually done 6 days. I've done the program twice this week. You know, I was like, oh, right, okay. I was like, how are you feeling? He's like, yeah, I need 2 days off. I need a couple of days off, like just to.
Well, like
the day after Deadlift-Off, the morning I was up here the next morning, or no, was it even? But there was people in here, the same people that was doing it. Like I seen someone like a deadlift.
Saturday, Derek, who set a record, and Jay, who on 3 attempts missed by an inch 190. You know, it was, but that again highlighted where he needs to work, what he needs to work on. You know, and that it was like he needs to set in on the core, he needs to strengthen his lower and mid back, and that'll help him get the hips through and his glutes. You know, so. But he was up here, and I had to stop him and go, do not try 190 again. I was like, leave it. I was like, pull a couple of doubles 170. I was like, your body is probably fucked. Like,
I was saying the same yesterday. We spoke with Derek. You know, we went through, like, he was mad he didn't try more. Yeah. And I said, like, so look, you don't know. You maybe did yourself a favor and you avoided injury. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't know. So how much that 5 kilo gonna matter?
Yeah, it's not gonna, like, it's. I mean, you got to be happy that you pull the PR.
Yeah, like, look,
if you then injure yourself doing it.
That's the thing, you know, like the same, like, was talking about, like, you know, it's like today somebody asked, like, how much about you pull? So, like, I was 240, 250 fucking dropped, and no, 30. So, like, doesn't matter. It's not like 300. If I was pulling 300 first time and I dropped it, I'll be fucking mad. I pulled that shit off these fucking walls, like, you know what I mean? Like, stupid way as it was, you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know what the fuck. I think I just hooked it the wrong way. Like the way I took it, like, was start opening all the time and just went off. Plus, like, normally I put the small, like, you know, tape on. Oh, yeah. It helps me out, but that was not just, as you said, like, it's too many distractions. They're a bit like fucking not really there in, and fuck. As a funny thing, remember the fucking, so, like, talking about song to put on, you know. So I picked the song, then other guy lifted, that song finished. And then Pantera sets and the worst song in that album and playing. And I was like,
you say you all like I always
skipping that song, like, straight away. Go. Fuck, I can't listen like more than 5 seconds. And you know, normally say if shitty songs sometimes piss you off and you can use that. Yeah. This was like kind of like hands just dropped the shit. So anyway, I'm gonna go. Anyway, you know, gonna lift before, like, a couple of times I look at you and say, like, maybe you see, like, and you are doing something there, so, fuck it, I'm gonna lift like that. Who, you know, doesn't matter. I'm like, if you think, like, it's realistic on your last lift, you won't, like, set off everything to go. You know, like, let's look what happened to you. Yeah. If you done that, then, like, oh, let's go to 80. But I could bet a car straight away you won't live there. The head wasn't there.
Oh, no.
No, it was like
after I pulled 270, I was like,
oh, like,
I was so happy with what I pulled. So I was like, and someone's go 280. I was like, well, I give it a go. But even at that, I was like, all right, I need to go for a piss and something in the toilet. And even when I was having a pee, I think I went for a pee about 10 times during the whole thing, because I was drinking so much water before, because like so dehydrated for the whole day beforehand. So peeing. But then the last time when I went in for a pee, I knew in my head, I was like, I'm in a totally different zone than I had been for the last 9 visits to the toilet before I had to lift. Yeah. You know, and but it was I couldn't even think of a song to put on because I just wasn't.
You weren't bother. I mean, like, you done the lift.
Yeah, I did what I wanted to do. Yeah. That's been a goal for a long time. So, but it was the thing is, I don't know. No. I was like, no, I know.
Yeah, straight away. I did the same with 245. Like, I was just. You said to me, I just even going into it, and then like I didn't like I just went to pull it a bit and didn't even look like I pulled it off the ground, and I was like, oh no, fuck that. I'm not. I was
like even like I think Mike was saying, like, you know, go again to 250, and I was like, the funny thing was about that, I told I was super slow and super shit when I saw on the video. I said, like, you know, in the evening, I said, like, I probably should have go, but like the thing was, if I was going for, I will go for 260. Yeah. I think I told it before. I was telling to Marius, my buddy, I have this rule, if you fail to 250, you go for 260. You know what I mean? So I said, like, I can't do it here because
do not try this at home.
No, don't do that. You know, if you have to be stupid to do that, you know. But it worked so many times, actually, that thing. But I was saying, like, you know, it was a kind of competition, like, it's a different story. I was actually asked for competition, like, you know, the date needs to be set for WPF.
Warp.
Yep. Because Europe's are on.
In Moscow?
Yeah.
You just want to go to Moscow and just drink loads of
like, look, that's another story. Like, you know, few guys were kind of digging an idea, like, you know, to if you get a proper group, like, you would fucking probably go over.
Привет, comrades! I want to go to Moscow, yeah.
I say babushka.
My babushka.
Babushka. Yeah, so either set the date. We'll see, like, either end of March or you don't know what we're talking, actually. Like, you know, need to think about that one. Same like next Deadlift-Off. For this one, actually, like, I have the trophy set. I lined out an idea, and you fucking won't believe the guy looked for fucking 5 or 6 years contacts. Everybody was like didn't want to do, like even like.
Oh, this is for this. The Deadlift-Off just gone.
Yeah, we had like fucking idea was probably too good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the way we start talking there is like big job. Like say like some stuff was supposed to be done one way, then you realize you can't do because like it's a blacksmith. Yeah. So loads of because you're applying so much heat and stuff like that. Whatever technique we were thinking about to do, like won't work on that to make that fucking kind of like a plate as a trophy. Logo will be on and those things. So then we decide like to try do engraving, and then you're gonna work with the heat and all that to get the colors out and all this. Like idea was like great, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna laugh like not one person took the job.
Just too much.
I was like, I just want like, you know, I'm doing on the rings. Like, say like, look, that's a big ring, bitch. Just do it. Give a price. Now, how much you charge for that, yeah? Multiply. How many hours will take? Just take a job and do it. They don't want that. Just want the easy fucking stupid shit, you know what I mean? But like, you know, if you look that one, let's say you take, let's say, big size, whatever, like maybe 30, like a feet in the length and whatever, proportionally day out. It's a big job.
Yeah.
If you won't go like in over-complicated details, but just like even outline, like when you can say straight away it's that, it's a long time to do stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah. But like, you know, so like, I don't know, next time I look like, you know, try to find somebody who using maybe some sort of like kind of laser technology or whatever fuck, you know?
Yeah.
Something like that, maybe it'll happen, you know? I don't know, but like it's, see like, you will think like 24th age and, you know, we here like not in some fucking Africa, you know what I mean?
Do you think you'll be able to get it made quickly? Like
quickly and no problem. But you know, we actually, when I got medals collected for, was the lay on that, the BAPF, since then we were on that thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he was
that long ago? Like,
yeah, like he was, this wasn't like last
minute.
Yeah, listen, it wasn't last minute thing, like, you know, so whatever. Next time maybe we better, like, we don't know, like probably, I would say, next one we'll do, depending on when we do on WPF nationals, because maybe do full meet and single lifts together. Somebody might do just one thing, whatever. That's up to them. Maybe more people will turn up. So then maybe deadlift will be later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because last, like, fuck, look, we didn't do a year. Fucking year. We did first three deadlift-offs in 1 year, and then full on year we took off, and then only one we did. You know?
Yeah.
So. I don't know, like this time maybe we'll do a bit more, like we'll see. Depends how the other things pan out in here. Yeah. But, you know, I say like, you know, we need to do some few things like with other guys here, like, you know, as a powerlifting goes.
Oh, yeah, get people up and running,
look, you saw on the board there how many were who wanted, but I say more wanted just like, they fancy the idea to be part of the club and whatever, like, you know, again, like, we probably need to reset the hours, like, you know, gonna do on the group, we'll see what happens there. Who else wants, like, you know, probably t-shirts will be done, like, later on. Yeah. So, we'll see what happens then, like, you know, but still was good night on the, you know.
It was a great night.
Yeah.
It was a great night. I had great fun.
It was fun, you know, it's only, look,
it was a great night.
I think next time we do, like, you know, we need to pick weekend.
Yeah.
Saturday, probably, yeah. Saturday evening.
It's just to get the crowd in. Yeah. More hype.
Now look, when it comes to summer, we're doing our fucking outside. Get few bottles,
don't mind the neighbours.
Fucking
barbecue going.
Yeah. Open flame shit. We get the Dublin Fire Brigade guys from here. Get the truck in.
I know a few guys. Fucking
truck pull.
Who? James playing in the... Can they play some metal, no?
I know a few metal bands. I could probably get in a metal band.
I mean?
Sure, the other guy who's here, Ro, who's here with his camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays a metal band.
There
There you go. No, all sorts of people.
Get some few bikers there, Hell's Angels still on good books with us, you know what I mean?
We are not a gang.
Yeah, they might get the game guys from California. They're like, well, why not? You know what I mean? Like, look again. Like, think about this. Why in the fuck you flying into California, yeah, in here, and you want to train and you come here? Has to be a reason.
Yeah.
There's shitload of fucking gyms around. Coming over here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the big guy was coming every fucking day. You know what I mean? It was like, even though, like, I was like pushing money in, and I said to him, I said, listen, your money is no good in here. You know what I mean? So, like, when I was a kid, Hell's Angels was the shit for me, you know what I mean? So I said, like, do me a favor. Don't fucking give me money, but be here every day. He was every day. But he was buying random shit after. Like, it's fucking this big mofo, you know what I mean? But that was the thing. Like, see, like, it's, as I said before, like, it's not about money. Like, not throwing around, like, but that's what it is in here, you know what I mean? It's all about fucking lifting
and on that note, it's Christmas.
It's Christmas Eve.
Time
Let's
to eat.
get
I know pizza's at home. Get some sugar in.
I have oil wrestling with Santa Claus.
Oil wrestling?
Yeah, he comes down the chimney and we have an oil wrestle.
Have you been doing this every year? Like, is this a tradition?
Yes, as a kid.
I think you need to go to the police.
You should talk to somebody.
Talk about this. I'll open in my
presents. No,
I'll open in my fucking this small psychology corner there.
In
there.
the grotto.
Yeah, the grotto.
You could have done Santa's grotto in there. You could have dressed up and sit in my lap.
I will do something there, like, it's the stuff we're gonna go out, though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make something there, you know what I mean? Anyway,
good night.